I wanted to get into some of these time codes with this Steiny boy, right? And you guys know Steiny, this fucking dweeb. This little dweeby boy, Steiny. This is one of Ethan Klein's like new best friends. He ended up becoming Steiny when one of Steiny's friends when he made up with Steve Will Do It. You guys remember that? We covered it on the show. Steve Will Do It shows up and gives Ethan like a fucking Rolex. He gives his wife a Rolex. He gives his wife like a Chanel bag. He's like, hey man, can you guys stop talking shit about me on your show? Because I got a couple scandals coming up. I could use the support, you know, when I'm getting ready to drop those things. And Ethan's like, yeah man, no problem. They said, wait, you give me a Rolex? I love watches, man. It's like, no problem, bro. And then he starts becoming friends with Steiny and the other guys. Ethan goes on Bradley Martin's podcast. These Nelk Boys, these are all guys Ethan used to talk shit about on the show. But Steiny in particular, he's kind of a little bit of a special case. He's a piece of shit, this kid. Always plays the victim, very selfish. Doesn't care about nobody around him. All he cares about is money and pussy, bro. It's like all that matters in the world. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense type dude, right? But this guy started out as an assistant. Steve Will Do It's assistant, as a matter of fact. Now he's like living this high life and he's actually part of the Nelk Boys. He's got equity in the companies. How he squeezed that, I have no idea. But when I watched one of the episodes of his podcast, One Night in Steiny, he had a bunch of the OG Nelk Boys on there. It was him, Bradley, and Steiny's sister during this episode. And this episode is rich because you got the boys on there and you got your sister. They start cooking Steiny, like right from the fucking rip. Start talking about how selfish he is. His sister starts telling embarrassing stories about him. The boys start exposing like shitty behavior that you don't see on camera. This is rich. And I had to bring it up because Steiny's the kind of kid that he thinks he's like the coolest fucking guy on the block. He thinks he's got all the most money. He thinks he's got the prettiest girls. It's nice to see a guy like this get knocked down a couple pegs. But the crazy thing is, the thing that drives you nuts about a guy like Steiny is even though he's getting knocked down, he doesn't care. He's so full of himself. None of the things said will matter to him at all. Which, I don't know, what is to say about somebody like that? Is he like a sociopath? What's the deal? I don't know. But check out some of these stories, man. These are crazy. Listen to this.
I don't want to stay. He's like, yeah, I know. He just wants to be
He wants the invite.
He wants to be
Damn.
Look,
it's kind of feminine.
Another level. Yeah.
No, but that's how you know you're real homies. If like they stay at your crib when they're in town. But there's just like
But there comes a point where we like pick up on your habits.
Look, top-notch producers over there at One Night in Steiny. Give it up for him. You cannot hear Kyle's microphone. Kyle is like the main Nelk. He's like the boss Nelk. You know, he's like the final boss Nelk. And you can't hear his microphone at all. What the hell is that? Like, they're going off of like the camera audio. Everyone's microphone's fine. Kyle's the only one that's got a fucked up microphone. He's doing the most talking right now.
I know. Once you think about it, it's like I don't really want anybody here. But
I get it.
When Steve pulls up with fucking 2 dogs and doesn't tell me, like
That's
that's a little disrespectful.
I mean, it's a big house. It could deal with 2 dogs. Yeah.
They're puppies. They're tearing, pissing. They don't pick up after their dogs. Who do you think's cleaning up all over my house?
Your maid.
Me.
Your maid.
Me.
Probably.
What?
I mean,
So now this is good right here. I like this. Steiny's sister's about to do some damage on him. So, like I said, this guy loves to play victim. And here's the crazy thing. He's bitching about picking up after his friend's dogs and stuff, which, yeah, it's kind of like shitty and stuff. You invited him over, man. Stop bitching. Don't invite people over. It'd be one thing if they asked about it and you agreed to it because you felt bad that you didn't want them to pay for hotel rooms, something like that. You might have a little wiggle room to bitch about that. But even then, you still could have said no. If you invite people over your house, I mean, they could show up with the fucking Ringley Brothers circus. Why would it matter? You invited them. They should be able to have plus 10 if they want. Your house is huge, right? See, if I was rich, I would have, my house would be full of people all the time. If I was rich, I would never be alone. It would be hundreds of people at my house all the time, using me for everything that I have. Because I'm lonely and empty inside, you know? But not him. He complains. He wants to have a huge house. It wants to be empty. You know how scared I would be if my house was empty, if it was huge? I'd be scared to walk around every single corner at night. Gigantic house like that, nobody in it. You're fucking crazy. Now listen, he's bitching about this, right? He's really making himself the victim over a situation that he put himself through. Watch his sister blow up his spot. He's getting pissed about having to pick up some dog shit in the yard, right? Wait until you hear about Steiny's shit story.
Problem over my house.
Your maid?
Me.
Your maid?
Me.
Probably?
What?
I mean, this is just so crazy because you lived at my house for 6 months and it was like living with an animal. And
Well,
then
I
all of a
was-
sudden,
my house-
you're the-
my
all
house-
of a
Probably
sudden-
flushed the toilet
all
for
of a
you.
sudden, Aaron's the cleanest guy in the fucking world. But when he lived at my house, he clogged my toilet. There was all over the floor. He took my nice bath towels. He can't even say anything back
Yeah,
because he
that's
knows this is true. He grabs it flooded the toilet. He grabs all my nice towels, wipes it up, and then instead of putting the towels in the trash can, he hides them in my yard. I find the towels in my yard and I go, Aaron, what is wrong with you? Why would you throw these in my yard? He goes, what were you doing snooping around your backyard like that?
Yo, you're
Is
a
that not insane?
psychopath.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Look at this insane fucking... This guy is unhinged as hell. Think about that story, man. Think about that story. That's how stupid this guy is. I seriously am starting to get under the impression that like every rich person under the age of 35 is just a complete idiot. They have no common sense about them at all. Like, because so his sister says he clogs the toilet. Shit gets all over the floor. Actual shit. And he wipes it up with towels and stuff like that. Dude, if you see a toilet starting to clog, you turn the water valve off. Toilet stops filling up. No water running to it. Oh, miracle, right? If you ever did even an ounce of lifting in your life, you would know something like that. And I'm not talking about lifting stuff around the house. I'm talking about actual lifting, power lifting. I do it every day. 4 hours every morning. I wake up 2 a.m. I eat 16 raw eggs for breakfast. I'm doing 45-pound bar, 45s on each side. I'm powerlifting the fuck out of those. And from powerlifting, I learned how to shut the water valve off of my toilet. So if it overflows, we don't get shit all over the floor. Water all over the floor. You know, you stop the water from flowing, and then you deal with the clogged toilet. Then you turn the water valve back on. This is all common sense stuff. A guy like Steiny, he doesn't know something like that. He's hiring like cute Colombian immigrants without green cards to do all of his cleaning for, and then once he fucks them and gets them pregnant, he gets them an abortion and kicks them out. Gets a new one. This is the kind of dude that Steiny is. So it's like, to think, he let it get so bad that it got all over the floor, then he cleans it up with his sister's bath towels. All a terrible story. But let's make it worse. Instead of throwing the bath towels away, he throws them out in the yard. When his sister asks about him, let's make it worse. He blames her for snooping around her own yard. What kind of fucking monster are we dealing with here? This is insanity to think about. And look, no remorse on this guy's face. No remorse. His beady ass little eye. This guy. I mean, is he Jewish? Let's blame it on Jews. He's Jewish. That's it. That's why he's doing all of this. No, I'm kidding. But listen to this, because they go on for like 6 minutes straight just telling stories about how fucked up this guy is. And he's like not denying any of it. Even this story, he starts laughing. He goes, yeah, I can't say anything because this is 100% true what my sister's saying.
And then he's all
I
of a
just
sudden like,
okay. I didn't take him outside of there. I just threw him out the window, and I'll get him later.
Dude, that's worse.
He has a special talent of playing victim.
oh, it's
Oh my god, I am not a fucking victim,
Victim.
It's actually like a talent.
dude.
Like,
I am not.
He can
Yeah.
be totally in the wrong, and somehow it's
Dude, I have so many
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
jokes on this.
Like no, but it's actually like
It's impressive.
it's impressive.
Dude,
Yeah.
give me a situational. Then give an example.
I just did.
Okay, that's different. And I was only living there. My
That's
house.
a perfect.
I think
Yo,
that's a
really
great
quick.
Why were you looking in your own trash in your own house?
Oh yeah, you're right.
For
Actually,
your own towels that I f***ed up.
first of all, my house was getting renovated. Second of all, that's why I lived there. And second of all, I provided
Oh,
a
here we
full-time
go.
maid in there, and I made that place way more funny and entertaining.
Dude, all
And
you
honestly,
did in your room was
I
play.
brought a couple girls back to my sister's crib. I don't know if that's is that whack or no?
See, so look, he tries to justify all of his behavior by going, I only lived there for 6 months. My house was getting renovated. I fucking brought a maid in there. I made the house entertaining and fun for everybody. Oh, and I was bringing girls back and fucking them in my sister's house. Is that fucked up, guys? Am I an asshole for that? Is that cool to everybody out there? And the frat boy cucks that are listening to this show, they're all eating that up. They go, oh man, Steiny's the fucking man, bro. Steiny's the man, dude. I gotta fuck girls in my sister's house too, bro. Steiny's the fucking, he's awesome. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. That I'm listening to this. This is wild. And then listen to this. Steiny likes him a pickle. He doesn't like him the gays, but he likes him a pickle. Listen to this.
It depends on the fashion, I guess. I mean, it's up to Rachel, really.
This was the first time, and I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Dude,
she lives with a gay guy.
Okay.
Your sister.
Yeah. So, and he's a very nice guy. Nothing like they're great. Like, gay, I love.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah, you got
Yo! What the f is going on right now?
I
Am I
was trying
tripping?
to. No, I was.
Yo!
I was trying to say I love gays. Like they're
We
great.
get it, bro.
See, look, these guys, they get so worried about their brand deals, right? Why are you worried about your brand deal? You can't just be weirded out about the fact that she has a gay roommate, you know? I have a gay brother, so I know what it's like to live with a gay guy. But I've never had a gay roommate. So I don't know what it's like to like live with a gay guy, I guess, you know, technically speaking, in the same sense. But you know, it might weird me out. I don't know. If it did, that would be the truth, and I wouldn't be afraid to say it. A guy like Steiny, he doesn't want to lose his sponsorship to like Moon Bounce Crypto or something like that. Whatever the fuck those weird companies are called. So he wants to keep it, you know, he wants to hedge his statement. He can't just say, she lives with this gay guy and he weirded me out. He has to qualify himself by saying, I love the gays. I love the gays, but he doesn't also want to come off as a fucking homo
Your sister.
The first
in
time.
front of his tough Nelk boy friends, you know? So he goes, how can I come off cool for the guys in the audience without coming off as like a homophobe so I can save my sponsors?
And I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Dude,
she lives with a gay guy.
Okay.
Your sister.
Yeah. So, and he's a very nice guy. Nothing like they're great. Like, gay, I love.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah, you got
Yo! What the f is going on right
Say
now?
you don't like him.
No, I was.
Yo!
Trying to say I love gays. Like they're
We
great.
get it, bro.
Yeah, he's like, I love gays, but I just didn't like the fact that he was like slamming other guys' assholes and stuff while I was living there. It's like, that's just fucking weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, just say it, Steiny. Just say that you didn't like the smell of petroleum, you know, reminiscing through the house every single time you walked in the door from one of your OnlyFans vlog shoots. You know what I mean? Tell him. Just say it. Don't worry about the sponsors. You got Happy Dad. They should pay you enough.
We know you love gays.
Yeah.
We know you love gays.
Okay, dude. So I'm watching Entourage at like 11:30, and I'm in my underwear, and I was like, I want to hit the fridge. I had a fresh set of dills. Go in there, grab a pickle, shut the refrigerator, and her gay roommate's back there with another guy. And I'm there in my underwear, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Knowing exactly what's going to go down
I get it.
one wall over.
Yeah, I get it.
So I don't know. It just
Meanwhile,
wasn't.
Aaron called.
Look, picture that. I love that. Picture Steiny. He's watching Entourage in his room, you know, in his sister's spare guest bedroom, in his boxers, you know. And Steiny, he reminds me, he has to be. He's like one of those like those dudes that's like so skinny, but he has like a bird chest, you know. It's like he has no pecs, you know what I mean? But his chest like kind of sticks out in like the center. You know what I mean? His heart is ready to explode at any moment, but he has a good doctor. And the rest of his body is super, super skinny. This is how I imagine Steiny. So he's walking through his sister's house in his boxers looking like long neck, and he goes to grab a pickle out the fridge. Now, this is the part I want you to picture. Steiny sees two gay men in like a living room or something watching a movie together, and it fucking stuns him. He gets completely caught off guard. He's in his boxers, and he's got a pickle in his hand, and he's just like staring at them like horrified, because he knows what's going to happen the second that he closes that door. and goes to yam that pickle deep down his throat. When the dill juices start running down his chin, he knows that two gay men are going to be on the other side of that wall, slamming each other so fucking hard that it's going to send Steiny into a psychotic spiral. He's not going to know what to do with himself. Those two guys are going to be beating each other up so goddamn good in ways that Steiny didn't even know were imaginable. He goes, I didn't even know you could fuck like this. And I'm learning from gay men. It's going to ruin his whole psyche, right? So he's sitting there, eyes wide, as if he's watching the opening scene from Saving Private Ryan happen in real time in front of him. And all it is really is just two gay guys watching a movie. You know, that's it. That's all it is. And it's ready to fucking, it's ready to wipe his whole fucking hard drive off of this. You know? Listen to this again. This is crazy. She lives with two gay guys.
Okay, dude. So I'm watching Entourage at like 11:30, and I'm in my underwear, and
Look at his eyes.
I want to hit the fridge. I had a fresh set of dills. Go in there, grab a pickle, shut the refrigerator, and her gay roommate's back there with another guy. And I'm there in my underwear, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Knowing exactly what's going to go down.
Yeah, so Steiny goes, yo, what's up? In his underwear, like as if he's tough. And the two gay guys are looking over like, bro, we will get up and beat the shit out of you, bro. And then when we're done, we will rape you. Like, we will have sex with your butt. Okay? So, like, don't get crazy over here. Tough guy. Go back and watch Entourage. Eat your fucking pickle. And fucking sit there in horror while we make these crazy ass noises, buddy. Yeah.
I get it.
One wall over.
Yeah, I get it.
So, I don't know. It just
Meanwhile,
wasn't...
Aaron called me next day. He's like, dude, I think like
You
they
probably
wanted
walked
me.
out a few more times to see if
Yeah,
it
I did not leave my room. I did not leave my room
He
the
left
rest of the
my
night.
room 5 more
He
times.
heard the two guys, and then he took his track pants off and walked out in his underwear for sure.
That's actually funny. But no, I threw my headphones in and just beast moded through it, bro.
What do you mean you beast moded through it?
Like, I knew what was going on. I put my headphones on. I was like, yo, I could just chill.
So now Steiny, he's trying to, he puts his headphones in to keep listening to fucking Entourage so that he could drown out the noises of gay, wild, passionate jungle sex happening one wall over for him. Picture that for yourself. Let's give it up for Steiny. Good old Steiny, baby. Gotta love him. Gotta love that good old Steiny. So what do we got for this next segment? Let's see. Yes, okay. So we're going to get into this Eric Andre being on We Might Be Drunk here in a second. And then after that, we're going to go to caller-submitted voicemails and the advice section. Yes, let's give it up. That's you guys calling in. I'm not calling in. These aren't my voicemails. They're yours. I'm playing them on the show because I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? But before we do that, I do have to take a tinkle. So we're going to take a little bit of break. I'm going to turn on some music and leave y'all to it. I'll be right back. Okay? Don't go anywhere. Hello. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Crackamico.
Oh, a little Crackamico for us. Little Bert Kreischer Crackamico, huh? It's a nice little treat. I wasn't expecting that, returning from the break. Let's play that a little bit. I like that song.
Lazy to try it, them ticket sales declining and them comments got them crying. Motherfucker, you a lie, motherfucker, you a hack, motherfucker, you a crime, motherfucker, on God. I piss on your pops, I shit on your mama and bust at your fraud.
Crackamico, man. Every time that guy drops a goddamn song, it's always so funny, man. He gets deep on these comedians. You know, he ends up knowing stuff that ends up blowing Bert Kreischer's mind. Bert Kreischer hears this song, he goes, how do you know about my dad? That's crazy. It's called the internet, my friend. You know, Google is your best friend when it comes to a guy like Crackamico.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.